5 coming up, that they would have you, because I think when PlayStation 4 came out, they didn't realize it was only 2013, and Twitch was kind of sort of in the infancy stages, but now it's blown up. So I'm hoping PlayStation 5 they would fix that so that even if the game crashes, it's still stream. Mother Gamer said you're froze, but it would do it in enemy. This has never happened to me before. Like, it has never frozen this frequently, so I don't know if it's because of the DLC coming out. Yeah, I think Ubisoft did a good job with when it came out and it kept crashing. They had that patch, and then it never really froze or crashed. But I think every time when you add new elements, like with the DLC, it'll start crashing and they'll fix it. Ubisoft is really good at fixing their games, I think. Mystical says I should do an IRL stream. The game feels neglected. That is true. Mystical, I'm glad you pointed that out, because the next step I want to do is, well, as you know, I'm a tryhard, so my goal is to kind of be with my community. Spoogaloo, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you so much. 3 months. 3 months. That's funny. 3 months. I'm like, what is 3 months? So 3 months. Thank you so much, Spoogaloo. I really appreciate your subbing. They're also, Smokey, they're also very good at breaking them. They'll probably do a patch and it should fix it. They do a really good job, Mother Gamer. Like, after they patched Odyssey just has brilliant UI. The controls are so intuitive. I never had any problem steering this ship, which is, I mean, if you guys saw my Borderlands 2 streams, whenever I drove that tank, I kept crashing and I keep falling into like bodies of lake and bodies of water, and I think I actually ended up in a tree. So the fact that with the ship battles I'm able to steer, and it makes sense the way you steer as well, or is it just me? Like, Ubisoft does a really good job streamlining the game elements so it's not clunky and it's not annoying, because they understand that in this fast-paced world you need like instantaneous reaction. So when you press the button, you want the button to reflect. Oh, Perky said you had 2 crashed in Odyssey and has been after the cult meeting. Yeah, Perky, before the DLC, before this new story DLC with the season pass came out, and like during that period of time, I really never had any crashes. Actually, the other time I had a crash was when they introduced Cyclops. That's Cyclops in one of the free DLCs. That's when it started crashing more. But only when I was doing that new DLC, which is the theater one, if that makes sense, Perky. I don't know. Spoogaloo, what, you haven't even been able to launch Origins? How come? I thought they fixed all the... Oh, PC. I heard Origins on PC, it's a problem. But Origins on the PlayStation 4, my friends played Origins. He totally loved that game. He said that he didn't really have any bugs. You can't fix it. I think that's the only issue I have with PC, because yes, PC streaming and PC can actually be better than consoles, but sometimes if there's like any discrepancies, it doesn't work, whereas with console gaming, it just works out of the box. You don't really have to fiddle with it. So I apologize. We have to go back to the crime scene and do this over again. And I'll try. So the first step is I really want to work on talking with chat and gameplaying at the same time, but it's really difficult for me to do that for some reason. And we could talk over this because we saw this part already. Yeah, it's definitely the cult. Now, why is Stream Elements saying that? Like, did the title disappear again, or what? And I think this is... excuse me, chat. Is this weird? Because I try to turn all automation off because I don't want to clog. BDG! You're stopping by from the swim meet. GG! Because BDG, your daughter is in the Junior Olympics, right? And thank you so much for stopping by. I know you're going to be busy over the holidays, BDG, but Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And so check out BDG. He does a lot of variety games. And I think he's also playing Odyssey recently. Yeah, Spoogaloo. I think it is Ubisoft because their games are fun. Oh, I see. Origins is literally the only game you have that doesn't work. It's fine. Yeah, I heard the same thing with Batman with Warner Brothers on PC. It just crashed and they had to refund everything. I hate when I hit enter mid-sentence. Oh, I don't. This game is so amazing, Big Daddy Gamer. I mean, they've done everything right. Like, everything about this game is done correctly. The combat is addicting. The naval battles, the steering, the way the character moves. Thanks, BDG. Have a good... Say hi to your family for me. Thanks for stopping by. Are you going to be... Are you going to be streaming later? BDG, are you going to be streaming a little bit later? Yeah, Alexius flirts with everyone. Did I miss... I'm sorry, I'm missing... His face was covered. I'm sorry about that, chat. I got distracted. Okay, and then we're going to talk with... Hi, Maud. How are you? Maud is part of Team Palette. Oh my god! She's gonna make finals? That's amazing! Oh, wait a second. 9 p.m.? You can't swim from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m.? Let's calculate that out. You have to sit there for 11 hours? There's no way a swim meet is 11 hours. What the fluff? Mother gamer. What? Until 11? But that's... But what do you do for 11 hours? Like... I guess she has to warm up and do her exercises and calisthenics, but 11 hours? But Mother Gamer, like, you're so right. Like, Alcibiades, I found it heavy, because he was, like, in your face, just, hello, and you're like, Alcibiades, can you move up? Because, like, I'm sorry, but your dick is in my wine cup. Can you move up? And then Daphne was also threatening. I was afraid that she might rape us because she's like, hi. They're all like that. They come on way too strong. I'm like, okay, we need to learn about private space. I know, Mother Gamer. I'm like, and especially when he goes, remember the first part where he's like, oh, I love how you're so commanding and aggressive, and then he was in our face, and I was just, I'm like, I had literally, because I played my first file as Cassandra, so obviously it makes sense to play my second file as Alexios. So when I was playing as Cassandra my first time, I went like this. I literally went like this. And I think even the second time when I'm streaming this game on stream, I think I actually backed up as well, because he was just... Ooh. This is... I hate this micro USB, so that got to... So even the second time around, like, Alcibiades is just too seductive, and same as Daphne. Not Daphne is just as bad, though. She's really... So what I need to do is I need to get another micro USB that actually stays in place, because they're so delicate, they always fall. Yeah, he does, Perky. Alcibiades does have his charm, but just his invasion of personal space is a bit much, I think. And Daphne does the same thing. And she's so breathy as well. So once we kill another legendary beast, we'll come talk to her. And she's so breathy. I mean, she's so breathy to the point where I'm like, oh, Daphne, do you have asthma? Let me bring my peak flow meter to kind of make sure that you're breathing okay. Because she gets really out of breath talking to Alexios. So I apologize about that. Now, what are we supposed to... We have to report to the farmer. So that was that didn't take too long. So since I didn't pay attention, I have to look up the answers, because he's going to ask us questions, and I'm not sure what answer I should put down. Yes, Socrates. But Perky, in real life, he was such a gad... Can someone answer? Can someone answer this for... So Perky, yeah, yes, and Perky, but in real life, because in Socrates in this game, like, he's so annoying, so annoying. So if he were my coworker, I would just, like, every time if he's in the water cooler, I would just, like, run away and hide in my office until he leaves, because he's so annoying. But in real life, they actually killed poor Socrates, and I'm like, that's not a good way to deal with conflict. You just don't kill the biggest genius of your time. But I believe they used Hemlock. He's way too flirty. I mean, he's Mother Gamer. He's actually really intimidating. He's very crafty, and he's kind of he covers it up seductively. Oh, too. Thank you, Perk. Yeah, your landlord, because he's a cult member, I think. Thank you, Perky. Chat really bails me out all the time, and I'm really concerned about Dolops. So, I think we have to kill the landlord. I'm assuming the landlord is probably close by. And Perky, my chat is so brilliant. Like, this is a true story. So when I was playing Borderlands 2, because I wanted to branch out, because Mother Gamer, remember I said all I ever did was play RPG, so I wanted to branch out. So I tried playing Bioshock, the first one, because I heard it was an absolute masterpiece, and I didn't understand it. Then I started playing Borderlands 2, and I'm like, oh, Borderlands 2, maybe I could play it because the graphics are so clear, I could see actually where I am. But even off stream, I couldn't even get past the first chapter. But then when I was streaming and as you know, playing video games and streaming is way harder than just playing games off stream. So chat really carried me through Borderlands 2, so I was playing it solo, but chat was telling me what to do, and I was somehow able to get up through chapter 10, so that's halfway through Borderlands 2. That's how amazing this chat is. I don't know, I'm just stealing just because it's... No, the landlord is No, Tankster, the landlord is a psychopath. He's part of the cult. And he's trying to kill Dolops because he has information about Mirini, and he's being used by Croesus. Croesus is a complete psychopath. So you really want to kill her because she's so evil. She's the most disgusting... Correct me wrong, chat. I find Croesus the most disgusting and most despicable cult member of all the cult members I faced. Oh, shit. Oh, GG. See, we need Mystical's help here because my stealth is so weak. I actually now I'm level 2 stealth, so I'm supposed to be more quiet, but as you could tell, we cannot meditate while in combat. But as you can see, like, even level 3, I still wasn't good at assassination. The landlord is very sneaky, Mother Gamer. Oh, I equipped... Wait, how come... Wait. Did something happen? Did I equip a weapon? Because I'm barehanded. I thought, wait a second. Oh, okay. What is the... No, Tankster, he's not. He works with Croesus. Like... Now, I could understand there's this one really good priest who does work with Croesus, but he's kind of forced. But he actually helped you, so that's an example of someone who's in an awful situation, but he's trying to do good nevertheless. But this landlord is really... This landlord just wants money, because you could tell he's like really greedy, so I'm sure the cult, obviously, the cult is like very wealthy, so if you work for the cult, you probably get paid a lot, and you get paid handsomely. Hecking secret squirrel... That's funny! That's funny! So that is funny. So like the neighbors are like planting... Because squirrels are a nuisance, but I could see neighbors like heckling secret squirrel called through any neighborhoods. I like that. Don't all landlords. True. We should make a list of all. But see, now I'm a bunny hunter, and I forgot to pay off the bounty meter. I don't know. This is going to take a long time. Like I really wanted. My goal today was to actually finish out this chapter, but since this is actually gameplay, it's going to take a long time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to de-aggro the enemies, and then I'm going to meditate. You finally... I liked your name change. Bilbo, how are you? It took forever to change your name back. And do we all know Bilbo? So he's streaming Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online. But Bilbo's definitely a variety streamer. You just woke up! Oh, you know your time frame because you're Central Standard Time. How are you doing, Bilbo? We're part of Royal Streamers. So as Royal is anyone else here? So Bilbo, can you check and see if I did your shout out? If you could do exclamation Bilbo, because I'm not sure if I changed it back to Swaggins, Bilbo Swaggins 80, or was it Bebo 86? If you could... If you can double check for me. I think I did change it to your correct. Oh, Perky, 4:30 p.m. So you're the UK EU then, right? See, Perky, I don't think this is a good time even for EU UK, because around 4:30 when I'm streaming, people from the UK and EU, they're preparing dinner. They're like, especially on a Sunday, they're preparing dinner. They're doing grocery shopping. So I really think if 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time works the best for your lifestyle like it is me, then definitely do 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if there's another time that works better for you, like I think 5 p.m. Eastern Time seems to be really good for some reason. Like if you could do after business hours, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time versus 9 a.m. and they're both equally good, I would just say 5 p.m. Oh, it's Bilbo. It's just if you could put exclamation Bilbo, because yours actually is a special command. It's exclamation Bilbo. All right, let's revisit, and this is you have to be anonymous. Bilbo just woke up. Bilbo, did you get your coffee? Yeah, yes, Bilbo Swaggins 80, but I still see you as Bilbo Swaggins 79. I don't know why. I'm just used to Bilbo Swaggins 79, so it's going to take a while for me to get used to Bilbo Swaggins 80. Ew, you work 2 shifts. 5:20. Perky, that's so early. 5:20 in the morning to 1:30 p.m. Okay, so I think you have to be anonymous. So I think maybe this time could be good for people who have unfortunate... Oh, no, you're not. See, I'm a morning person. I think that's why I made it at 9 a.m. because I kind of like to stream. It's like stream in the mornings, and then the rest of the day I can kind of hang out with my friends. This log. So log. Oh, you know what, Bilbo? I've decided to not revisit. Well, I don't know. I'm always Bilbo. You know how I'm wishy-washy. So I think I may just read The Hobbit again, and then to refresh, and then go into Lords of the Ring when they talk about the long bottom leaf. Okay, let's sneak. Okay, so this is actually pretty decent stealth that I'm doing. And you have to be anonymous to get... See, these homes are just not well built because... I mean, who would know that this is the entrance of this house? Okay, let's talk. Oh, we should assassinate, right? Oh, let's just assassinate. Bilbo, if you like... Oh, that was easy. How come we couldn't... I thought we had to be anonymous and we did all of this stealth stuff. Okay, so Bilbo, are you still interested in Red Dead? Because I would continue to do Red Dead because from my understanding, if you really want to get viewership, you just stick with one single game for a steady amount of time because because the viewers that tend to watch your stream, they want to see RDR2, so then you just keep doing RDR2 until you're sick and tired of it. And then once you're sick and tired, but kind of give warning to your community, to say, okay, we're finishing up RDR2 next month or next couple streams, we're going to do blah blah blah. And so for me, I'm just going to do Odyssey until I finish out the main story, so that the people who really love Assassin's Creed, they could kind of see me watch Assassin's Creed. Because what usually happens is then when you switch games midstream, like if I switch games, then the people who are watching me just watch Assassin's Creed, then jump to another streamer who streams Assassin's Creed. So you kind of want to... I like the concept of variety streamer, but like a combo variety streamer slash... but long term. So because if you just do one game, it gets tired, it gets stale. Like if you just do Dark Souls and just Dark Souls 1, it just gets too repetitive. So what I like to do is just to kind of, like with Monster Hunter World, I just kind of played that and doing all the special missions, learning how to do the bow on stream, and then as this game came out, I wanted to do this game, and then when this is over, Just Cause 4... Jace, is that Just Cause 4 for YouTube? Oh no, Oni, did you miss my stealth? Perky, thanks for joining Discord. I'll definitely say hi, because the reality is I spend a lot of time in Discord, so since I'm not streaming that frequent per week, and I'm minimizing my hours because I want to prevent burnout, because I burned out before. I don't want to burn out again. So we'll definitely kind of hang out. I hang out a lot in Discord, so we'll hang out in Discord during the times that I'm not streaming. And Oni, I hate this. It's always like that. You saw me do one stealth. But I hate this, Oni. Why does it keep doing this? It did say... Yeah, new member hype. Thank you, Perky. We'll say hi to you once I'm finished the stream. Husker, how you doing? Royal, let's do shout out to Husker. Husker's doing Uncharted 4. We have to do shout outs to our Royal streamers. Okay. And for those who are streaming, the reason why I keep emphasizing Royal streamers is because I think the ranking system is a little bit hard, because so many people are joining the streamer, and then I finally got gold. It's really, really difficult, but then I probably would be demoted because you have to keep up with the points. But the thing about Royal streamers is if you're not sure, like, who should I network with, Royal streamers gives a good cross-section of the streamers, so then you kind of go into the various teams, and then if you see a game that you like, just click on it, and then you'll meet new streamers. If you like that new streamer, then you follow. And Husker, Husker, I think you almost finished with Uncharted 4. Is that correct? Perky, Soccer. I'm gonna watch soccer in bed, so you shut down. No problem, Perky. Thanks for joining my Discord. And which soccer game is it? Because as you know, since I'm American, we don't really follow soccer. And I have, see, he's crouching for no reason. And I felt out of love of football. Like, I just don't find football compelling anymore. And I used to be a huge NFL fan. Oh, Liverpool. Oh, that's a huge game. Like, even those who don't know anything about soccer, even I have heard of Manchester United. And the only reason why I actually got into soccer was because you know how the U.S. women's soccer, we kept winning the World Cup over and over and over again. So I got hyped for the U.S. women's soccer. And that's when I felt that even though I was a huge football fan, I was beginning to like soccer more than football. Yeah, I mean, those are the teams that everybody has heard of. Like, nobody, like Manchester United is just iconic. Yeah, they're gonna win. Like, doesn't Manchester United always win? Like, okay, let's sneak. This poor guy, he's gonna get. I'm glad we killed that landlord. He's a cult member. Yeah, he was one of those people. Ooh, not this season. Oh my God, she kidnapped all those orphans. She kidnapped all those orphans. That's why chat, she's like the worst cult member in the entire out of all the cult members, and I think that's why they featured her backstory, because she's just so awful. Now, I always thought Manchester United, I thought they always win because they always get, like, the superstars on their team. Okay, Huskers had finished it, then saw the Uncharted The Lost Legacy for $10. Nice! Nice, Husker. You should definitely play that next. Definitely. Oh my God, Perky, really that bad? But Manchester, Perky, doesn't Manchester United have all the huge superstars? Mother Gamer, she is now. We're not supposed to talk politics, but she was modeled after Kirsten Nielsen. If you want to know about sociopaths, just watch Kirsten Nielsen's White House correspondent discussion of kidnapping. And she was pretending that this was like a beauty contest. Hi everybody, yes, we kidnapped. And I was like, why are you fucking smiling? You're ruining people's lives. You're torturing these kids. You're creating post-traumatic stress disorder. You're creating trauma. This is like, and so, but she was like, "Hi, yes, we're doing the right thing." Can people help me? She is terrible. So I think Ubisoft, since this game was developed this year, they were actually horrified with Kirsten Nielsen. So they probably modeled her. And they also, well, I don't want to do spoilers, but I think Ubisoft was like really horrified as to where the US government is heading towards, because no Americans believe in pro-kidnapping. It's really against American values, completely against American values. It goes against the U.S. Constitution. Our government is just not following the U.S. Constitution. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny, Bill. We have this dead air. Speaking of which, when Chad is not talking, when Chad is not talking, I like this because there was this one time when Chat was not talking and I was like a deer in headlights. I'm like, oh, I felt really uncomfortable with the silence, and in radio, that's death. Like dead air is death. So I looked up YouTube and I came across her YouTube channel. She does a really good job. Now, you don't have to talk all the time. Like, there is such a thing as pregnant pause, where we gasp when we see like the atrocities of Croesus. Like, you can't talk through like something like that. But in general, you really want to fill dead space as much as possible. But you don't have to do verbal vomit the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to talk just to talk, so sometimes you want to just rest and relax with Chat and say, okay, now we're going to confront blah, blah, blah. Okay, at this moment, Manchester City and Chelsea has the current stars. United aren't playing that offensive like they have always done with Fergie. Oh, but Perky, doesn't Manchester United have like the most money, so they can actually get the current stars? And the other thing is, I'm confused about, isn't there like an EU league where you also play against Barcelona and those heavyweights as well? Makes you want to watch Star Wars. How come, Bilbo? Okay, oh, the Champions League. Oh, see, that's really cool. And I feel bad for the U.S. men's soccer team. They never even make it past the first cut. It's really sad. Okay, so I'm going to ask, where can I find Croesus now? That's really creepy, like she's pretending to be righteous. Ew! So she kills kids too. I mean, even Kirsten Nielsen doesn't go to the far extreme of murdering kids, but kidnapping is kind of, it is kind of bad though. This is Star Wars. She's my mom. So it's like Luke Skywalker. Oh my God, Darth Vader's my dad. That is so, Bilbo, you hit the nail on the head. I can't believe that this is Croesus' son. So this was a revelation on par of Luke Skywalker finding out that Darth Vader is his father. She is a monster. And the thing is that she was loved. So this was kind of what Tankster was talking about. She was orphaned, abandoned, but she was loved by the priest. But she might have suffered birth defect. I don't. But she was probably had APGAR score of 0, and then had brain damage, and then. But the priest loved her. They took care of her, but because of her personality, the priest gave their authority to her, so she started like ordering the priest around and like, priest, you're an adult, she's a kid, why are you listening to this kid? But then they gave her power, and that's why she's now the monster that she is now. So she's choosing who she can kill and who she can recruit out of the babies. What do you mean, what's so terrible? Just like kidnap. What part of kidnapping, Alexios? Open your eyes. Oh my God, he's so dense, Alexios. Oh. That's freakish. So, as we can see here, Alexios like, I'm not sure what was she doing that was so evil? You mentioned she kidnapped orphans and she kidnapped kids and orphaned them, but again, tell me, I was like, Alexios, what part of kidnapping do you not understand? He's so clueless. So she's doing a Spartan way. She's using the Spartan strategy. She's seeing which babies are the strongest, the hardiest, the ones that are quote weak or deformed, she kills. And then she's raising them as armies, as her soldiers in the work of the cult. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so Perky's mentioned that's pretty cool that they have the European League, which is really going to be epic, because then it's like because you kind of like games where it's like country versus country, so it has like that patriotism involved. So you kind of, if you're from the UK, you want Manchester United to defeat Barcelona, blah blah blah. I heard Red Dead Online is really good, but there's a lot of rage-worthy moments, so I think it's really good. Sneaks, how you doing? Sneaks, lurk hype, lurk support. I think Sneaks is also from Royal Streamer, so we need to shout out. And I think Sneaks also, Mother Gamer, I think Sneaks also streams at night, because I never see Sneaks. So I think he probably streams like midnight. And so I think Red Dead Online is actually really good stream material. If I look, but I have to look at the Twitch statistics to see if it's still, I don't know if it's oversaturated, Bilbo, if everybody under the sun is playing Red Dead Online. But if it's not oversaturated, it's really good stream material, because there's like a lot of rage-worthy moments, and I think chat really likes the emotions that they see from the streamer. She is... see, that's... oh my god. So Croesus, worshippers of the bloodline. See, that sounds creepy in of itself. In Croesus's bedchamber was written Hera's abomination. Although thought to be the writing of an angry worshipper, some say Croesus wrote it herself. Ew! As a reminder of her role in serving Cosmos, she spent a lifetime abducting children and raising them to be servants of the horrid cults, having Cassandra as like the main soldier. A part of her did love those children once, though that part died long ago. I don't think she ever loved those kids, because if you love those kids, you want what's best for these kids. You're not going to like twist them into these abominations. Bilbo, take your time. Oh, Perky, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. So Perky, enjoy the game. I hope Manchester United wins. Cross our fingers. And take it easy, Perky. I hope to see you again. If not, I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Oh, no, we can kind of talk on Discord. So enjoy your game, Perky. So she's only level 16, so she's going to be easy to nuke. And now that we... see, that's Cassandra. Like, when she was talking, Cassandra's demos was not convincing, because when she was like saying, "Oh, I'm going to rule the world," it sounds like she's like, she's like on a dating site, the way, because it wasn't threatening the way she speaks, unlike Alexios' demos. Ew, this is her. Wait, no. She's a cult of the bloodline, so this is her right here. I love how they fleshed her out. Oh my god. Why are you punching me in the kidney? Did you see that? We just helped him and he's punching us in the kidney. Thank you, Perky. Well, I'll see you soon, okay, on Discord. Enjoy your game. Bilbo's gonna come back. I think we're actually finally, Mother Gamer, we're finally making progress here. We're going to Ashes. We're going to Argolis, which we are already in Argolis. Valley of Dreams. So my goal here is to at least finally complete out this chapter. And I did open Trozen military camp, I thought. Yep. Okay, let's... wait, how come we can't... oh, we have to de-aggro in order to travel. And the only way you could tell that you're de-aggroed is if you're... okay, now, since he sheathed his weapon, we know we're de-aggroed, so we can go to the sanctuary. But... okay, let's go to this sanctuary. Yeah, the load screens are really, really long, Mother Gamer. That's one of the issues. So what I'm hoping is that once they come out with the full DLC and they complete out the season's pass, that they'll work on the lag of the loading screen, and that they would make swimming a little bit faster, fix the freezing. Definitely, that's a must. No, Ubisoft will do that, I think. And what other complaints do I have about this game? I think actually that's about it. So this game is just, it's interesting because a lot of times we sometimes forget that the purpose of playing video games is for fun, and so that's why I was like really surprised. And I kept saying Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's so fun, it's so fun, it's so fun. In a loading time, oh my god, have you ever played Bloodborne though? Like Bloodborne before that patch, the like you cringe when you die because the loading screen is literally 2 minutes. So what I was in really good shape when I was playing Bloodborne because I was like running up and down the stairs while the screen was loading, and since I died a lot of times, I was kind of doing the high frequency training. It's called high frequency training, where you just do like these bursts of 1 to 2 minutes, and it's supposed to actually have really good cardiovascular effects, and it burns like even more calories, even though but it's really, really intensive. So during Bloodborne loading times, I was actually pretty fit. And what I'm hoping against hope is that with Sekiro coming out, I think next year, I'm hoping that they would remake Demon's Souls for the PlayStation 4, where they would actually fix the loading times. So from my perspective, out of all the games I played, Dark Souls literally has the best level design of any game I've ever played or ever seen, streaming, etc., just because of the complexity of the levels. But Demon's Souls has the best atmosphere. Like when I don't want to do spoilers, but when I went to that one area, like I actually could smell like fecal matter because the atmosphere. And then there's this one enemy that freaked me out so much. Like you actually, when they attack you, I actually feel myself being electrocuted. Like I could feel the electricity going down my spine because they were that scary, and they were so scary that I actually grinded so many times just to be able to one-shot them because they freaked me out. So I increased my magic to the point where like I forgot what they're called. Yeah, one soul arrow could just nuke them, and because they move like this. I don't know. They're so freaky. So that was, well, clog your ears if you've never played Demon Souls, but that was a Tower Latria. So I think they're like those Medusa, and I actually when they pick you up like that, you're helpless, you can't move, and you feel like you're being electrocuted. Now the interesting thing with Dark Souls 1, when they had an analogous monster like that, it didn't have that same visceral, awful feeling that Demon Souls had. So Demon Souls really has like the best atmosphere of any game I played. And that's why I'm hoping that they would remaster Demon Souls again so I can actually play it, because I could play it now, but every time with the loading screen is like 1 minute, Mother Gamer. Every time when you die, every time when you go to cutscene, it's 1+ minute. And as you know, with Demon Souls, you just tend to die a lot. Okay, we're going to use Icarus. It's somewhere nearby, so you just have to kind of, you know what, I think it's probably up here. Let's see, maybe it's further. But due south. Okay, south of, okay, we're at the military camp, so this is south allegedly, but I don't see. This is due south. Okay, you're close to, so we go like that, of course. Oh my god, this is gonna be like... And the good thing is that we're already in nighttime, so I hope we don't have to be anonymous, because otherwise this is going to take forever. No, this is the altar where she sacrificed the kids in her twisted sacrifice to Hera. So we need to save the baby. Oh my god. Like, she actually leaves the infant at this altar. But I don't see the baby. See, with Red Dead Redemption 2, they would probably show the baby here. So she sacrificed this. It looks like a hawk. She sacrificed a hawk. She uses that for omens. Did you hear the crying baby? Oh, the other thing, Mother Gamer, that I was hoping is that maybe they should have Alexios and Cassandra run a little bit faster, because this is like sprinting and like, hurry Alexios, the baby's gonna get killed. Look how slow. Like, even I'm like really out of shape. Even I run faster than that. Like, I know, but do you see how slow I was running? Like, if I were in real life, I actually run faster than Alexios, and obviously Alexios is way more fit than I am, so they need to fix that. Like, they need to make running and swimming faster. God, she's... No, it's okay to kill these. You're not going to raise your bounty meter. And we really don't feel bad about killing these people, because like this is conspiracy to murder. See, Mother Gamer, this is why this game is so addictive. Like, making those perfectly timed dodges, it never gets old. Even though you just have the same like cultists, the same soldiers, just like the timing, it's so addictive. Oops. And then the parry, well, I'm not good at parrying, but like when you do the parrying, it's just so satisfying. Oh, no, he can't. I do need to pick up the pace when a baby is in danger. I'm like, what the fluff? We're taking forever. Like, because I would be running at top speed, and like when you're trying to save a baby, plus you have adrenaline going, so you could run even faster. And because you hear, Mother Gamer, you hear stories about mothers who are able, like, if their baby is like crushed behind a car, and a car is like 2 tons, but a mom is able to lift up that car, which is 2 tons, to save her baby. So this is the case where, come on, Alexios, you could run faster than that. Come on. Okay, so this is the pivotal cutscene, which will make you cringe. Ew, she wanted to kidnap 2 kids. Like that BTW, they're dead. Oh my gosh, she actually forsaken her son. See, that gives you chills when she took care. we can't. We have to get information before we kill her, just to kind of get a sense of what did you do to my sister.
What did you do with my sister? I saved her. Teaching her to suffer.
Ew.
So well that she would learn to welcome it like an old friend. And now she will teach all of the Greek world to know that day. Tortured her? She was just a baby. I taught her to survive. This world is cruel. It had strength or death. So I gave her strength.
And she's so awful because moms would never, ever, ever give up their son, but she gave up her son and disowned her son. That's how far gone she is. Yeah, she's not even sorry. She's like, oh, I tortured her, but that's the right thing to do. So she's like Kirsten Nielsen, who's like, yes, it is good to separate the children from their families. So we see the resemblance. Crane, how are you doing? This is like disgusting. That's why I'm cringing this whole chat, because this woman is the epitome of evil. Ooh, Monger. Ew. Yes, now we should kill her. She's disgusting. That's where that's got to go. Like, stop arguing, just kill her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Well, first things first, let's save the baby first. That's a must. Aw, Charles is hosting. Like, what the fluff? You're trusting your baby to crease. Oh, she has everyone brainwashed. Like, wake up. See, this is freakish. She had all the civilians think she's a good person and they entrust their babies to her. Yeah, let's, like, calling her Malakis is like an understatement. So Charles, we just saw how she saved Cassandra. Well, Cassandra died technically because her heart stopped beating. Croesus prayed to the gods. Cassandra came back to life, and then she raised Cassandra by torturing her. So that's the. Oh, what happened here? Oh, since we progressed in the story, chat, we could equip another weapon. So, but I only really just used the one. Oh, wait, how come this one is this one? Let's just do that, because oh, these are about the same, but I do want more warrior damage. Okay, so let's do, and I don't know why this is, but I always just use heavy blunts. I mean, not heavy blunt, I always use heavy bladed. So the only reason why I equipped the second one is because you kind of want abilities. So if you carry two weapons and you're not necessarily using them, that you still get the abilities, the engravings that are carved. So we are going to use this. Now, this one we're going to use, and then we'll just equip another one that has like warrior damage. So let's equip Nikolaus's sword just because it has that extra 7% warrior damage that because we're doing more warrior melee, and so now we have 14% between the two. Now we're going to kill this biatch. Yes, yep, exactly, Mother Gamer. And what I do, Mother Gamer, is I tend to dismantle the white blue ones and then I sell the purple ones and then I keep the gold. Mother Gamer always uses swords and daggers. Yeah, I think that the really nice thing about this game is that well, except for heavy blunts. Mother Gamer, is it just me, or heavy blunt is so bad? It is so bad. But all of the other weapons, they're equally good. So it depends on what moveset you like the best. And for some reason, I just like the heavy bladed moveset. So all of the weapons, except for heavy blunt, are really, really good. You can't go wrong. But there's something wrong about heavy blunt, because there's like a huge wind up, like you do a wind up, and then you finally hit. It's very slow. And then when you wind up, even after winding up, which takes forever, sometimes when you land a hit, it misses. I think so I would just avoid that weapon, but the other weapons are really, really, really good. So we're going to track down Croesus. Where is she? Oh, you know what? This is kind of a pain. We have to go to quest and we have to put the marker on. Wait a second. I thought we were supposed to kill her. Did we finish this out? I thought there was supposed to be a quest. The next one is to track down Croesus and then kill her. So that kind of confused me a little bit. But she did mention the mongrel, so that's obviously a clue that we probably got about another cultist. Ew! Papyrus to Croesus. Croesus, you cannot keep taking children to the altar of Apollo Meliatus. It is not the gods who condemn them, but you. I will take this to the authorities if you don't stop. Your son, Dolops. So Dolops is doing the right thing, even though he's the son of the mom. He didn't have to follow his mother's footsteps. So he's a very resilient person. He decided, I'm not gonna put up with what my mom is doing. It's wrong, and he stood up to her. He'd probably get killed by her down the road. I don't know. Yeah, the heavy blunts, I cannot do heavy blunts. It's so bad. And like, why? And by the time it's like, I mean, heavy blade does as much stagger as heavy blunt, so why use heavy blunt when you can use heavy blade that actually doesn't miss and is faster? And I liked swords and daggers are really fun. I also kind of like was it the spear or the lance? I forgot which one, but the one that keeps, I think they both poke, but there was like one moveset that I liked about one of I think it might have been the spear that I liked a lot. Alright, so I think the next thing is we are kind of, I think this is probably Alexios followed Alcibiades' lead to Corinthia, land of corrupt commerce and elusive Heterae. Oh yeah, well this is the Enthusa storyline that we're going to be doing. So I think we finished out the Bilbo. Welcome back. So I think we finished out the Hippocrates storyline. We had a sense of Croesus, and we found out how Cassandra survived and exactly why the cult wants the bloodline, but we didn't really get a good sense of where Marini went after all is said and done. So we're going to do this quest, and it looks like it's up here. Oh, Brisod, yeah, he's one of the cult members, so we can. I think we already featured. We actually killed a lot of cult members on stream, so we don't have to do yet another cult member. I'm gonna do, so let's go here. Yeah, I hate when like it defaults to photos of all players, and then you have to do R2 to clear that out and clear the map out. So Bilbo, you just missed that very freakish scene with Croesus, and she was saying how, oh, I did the right thing. I took care of your sister really well. I just tortured her near death, and that made her strong. And I'm like the best mom in the world. So the denial, the sociopathy, the delusion, the psychopathy, all rolled into one. And if I had to see her as a psychiatrist, I would have to call 911. I have to call the authorities, because you have to break confidentiality and say, oh yes, I have a client here in my office who's been kidnapping and killing kids. And that's the only answer to that part. Like, you have to stop right there, and you have to get her arrested. Thank you, Mother Gamer, for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope to catch your stream, and I guess because of being really busy, maybe the only time that you can stream is midnight. But I hope to really catch you one of these days. Like, maybe when I have insomnia and I can't go back to bed, hopefully I'll probably wake up, and then hopefully I'll catch your stream then. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, Mother Gamer. Hope to see you soon. And Bilbo, should we do this quest? Now, there's kill the thugs. Yeah, these. Oh, good. Let's do stealth. Oh, that was epic. Oh, we're equipping the wrong weapon. Now, Bilbo, what I did was I equipped 2 weapons, so as you know, you get the stats of both weapons, even though I'm really only use one. Actually, Bilbo, these are like really easy to kill. I'm surprised. And we're level. Oh, that was unblockable. I don't know, this was really easier than usual. I don't know what has been different. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, I was hoping to. So these guys are threatening the Heteri, who's probably Marini was one of them, and that's how she survived, is my understanding. So we have to get rid of these guys, and then we can kind of talk about the Heteri. I mean, talk to the... How do you pronounce it? Heteri? Heteri? And then they'll probably give us leads, like they'll be thankful that we got rid of... Because these guys are ruining their commerce, they're ruining their business. Bye, Mother Gamers! I'll see you soon, okay? GG! Now that was unusual gameplay, Bilbo, because usually like I have to run away. So I don't know why this was much easier. Yeah, why are they bothering the poor women? Okay, so let's talk to her. Ah, they're trying to take over all the temples. Yeah, they ran to the hills. Ooh. I'm gonna say the Monger. That is a stupid name. Like, what does the Monger like? Let's do that. I know. Let's get the backstory. Ooh. So we can tell the Monger's very vicious. For all the temples. I think he just wants to get laid. I see. That's why he's called the Monger. Oh yeah, we have to ask. Enthusa is the one that Alcibiades mentioned who might have some information about your mom. Bilbo took over all the temples. But Bilbo, you know what they should do? They should have something like Red Dead, like Odyssey should have something like a. And I think Mystical Gamer mentioned this too, like he wished that Assassin's Creed has multiplayer, and now I see the wisdom of Mystical Gamer's words, because it'll be kind of fun to troll. I did it, Bilbo. Bilbo, you're bad. So you could have like Red Dead Online, but it could be Odyssey Online. But I don't know how to do the multiplayer aspects, Bilbo. Like, I don't know how to troll in this game. Alright, so it's nighttime. I don't think we have to be... Oh, I think we have to be anonymous. Okay, let's talk to Enthuse. Oh, that was really easy to find her. Oh, she might be a romantic interest because she's going like this. Oh, that's true. Phoebe! Aspasia, we have to call DHS on Aspasia. That's dangerous. I would say you shouldn't be here. You are a troll expert, Bilbo. But I don't understand every time when I see Red Dead Online being streamed, I still don't understand the concept. Is it PvE or PvP? I don't get it. And like, do they have missions where you do co-op? Like, whereas like Monster Hunter World, it's really obvious what the co-op is all about. You just do hunts together. But with Red Dead Online, I get confused. So I'm going to just say... technically, we have to call Child Protective Services against Aspasia, because why is she making Phoebe do all these like undercover dangerous missions? So I'm going to say you shouldn't be here, because you shouldn't. You have to be... it's like nighttime. It's past curfew. You need to go home and be safe. PvP. Yeah, Phoebe, you're very wily, but I'm not gonna have Phoebe do this mission with us. No. No! She can't... Uh-oh. We can get together with members of your... Oh, did you name your posse now? Bilbo's... What is that called? Bilbo's bitches? Oh, that's cute. Oh, yeah, we say so. You've heard. Charles, do you have a posse as well? Because, Charles, I think you said that you were going to hold off on playing Red Dead Online until they fix the bugs, and that you're going to rather play the RDR2. Oh. Yeah, she's definitely a romance option, Charles, because she went like that. Like anyone who talks to him like this, you know what I mean? You have to have that's like the symbol. So it's kind of like in college, you know how you put like a sock outside of your doorknob? It's kind of the same. That's kind of the same thing. You're playing off streaming. Charles, I think your music stream is like so epic. Because one time it had like 100 viewers, so it's like performing better than my stream. So it was like really, really epic. And when is the DLC coming out? And is it season pass, or is it like a free DLC. Okay, so I'm gonna say, so you've heard of her, because like you can't say that's not an answer because that's too threatening. We want to get laid, so you have to say, oh, so you've heard of her in a non-confrontational way. Aw, Phoebe. Yeah, that's a smart thing. You don't want kids to listen to adult conversation, so Alexios is doing a good job. Yes, we have to get rid of the monger. And is this paid? Because Charles, Bilbo, you guys were like writing the most ridiculous things about how like you have to pay $5 for $100 gold, but then $100 for like 200 gold. It's like the math did not work out. Machine guns, but isn't that kind of... They didn't have machine guns back then, Charles. That doesn't make sense. And put something loot, but gold is like really hard to get, though, I heard. And so the only way to really get gold is to pay the $5 for the 100 gold pieces, or the $100 for 200 gold pieces. And like I mean, does like Rockstar think that we don't know how to do math? It just doesn't make oh, the Gatling gun. Oh, hand crank. That's actually pretty cool, actually. So it's like Stagecoach. So it's a kind of like a heist or something, Charles. I would say it's a deal. Let's not say you better repay me, because that's not going to get anyone. You're not going to get laid with that type of language. So we'll just say it's a deal. Ooh, she called us dear Mythios. Alright, so this is going to be exciting. Yes. I'm gonna just like let's not do pretense. Let's just say I hear he's dangerous. So I mean, we're not worried about him because we always do our cheese tactics, but let's just say I hear he's dangerous. Go back to... Oh, yes. Yeah, they're geniuses. Ugh, I hate her daughters. Wait. I'm not sure. Are these two daughters like they're grotesque? I forgot if they were gross. Yeah, I think definitely with RDR2 you need to have heists because, you know, that's like the whole mythos of the Wild West where you always have like bank robberies and heists and stuff like that. Yeah. Does that fit though, Charles? Like zombies and Western, that doesn't seem to mix well though, Charles. Rumors of RDR being Oh my god. See, Charles, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the RDR2 bundled edition. So then I can play RDR2 first, which is before RDR, and then I could play the remastered RDR. Wait, what is Undead Nightmare, Charles? So Undead Nightmare was in RDR1? And how did that work? Let's see what's wrong. Oh no, she's nice. She's a good person. I was thinking of another, like these other three daughters. They're just god awful. So Irina is actually a nice person. She cares about her friends. I thought it was someone else, so I got confused. What is the... Oh, I see zombies. Now, I think if... Charles Bilbo, if you can explain, is that a thing, zombies plus westerns combined? That's actually cute. Yeah, we have to do the usual, like, destroy their warehouses, destroy their provisions. Because he's a greedy fuck, that's why. Ugh, Alexios, you're so stupid. Ooh, he's even worse than we thought. I think you guys are right. That does sound like it goes well with the zombies in Western because of the chaotic elements of zombies in the Wild West. And now I want Undead Hobbits. They should have like Undead Nightmare 2 and then Undead Nightmare 2 Part 2 with Undead Hobbits. Okay, so let's burn all the goods. I think this burning down the goods is pretty easy to do. I like the Alcibiades quests. They're pretty interesting because this fleshes out his personality even more. But yeah, we always have to go here, and then we have to. Okay, talk to Damalis. It would be funny, yeah. Like because they're under 3 feet tall, Bilbo, like the tallest hobbit. That's true. Well, he's gone rogue. Damalis looks like she's our love interest as well. Yeah, it is very freakish here. Charles, that's so funny. You know what's like really hysterical, Charles? They should have like a game called Politics, Smurfs versus Hobbits. So as you know, Smurfs are 100% socialist, the way you see the town, like you see how every single Smurf has their own nice cozy home, and even if they don't produce like that, I forgot artsy Smurf, like he doesn't do anything, nobody likes his art, his drama sucks ass, but he still has enough, he has enough for his home, he gets fed, he gets clothed, and Papa Smurf with his commie red Papa Smurf with his commie red hat. And so then the hobbits are pure capitalists, because only Bilbo Baggins has that cozy nice home, and the poorer ones have to live above ground because they can't afford the nice little hobbit holes. And so be Smurfs. Smurfs, I like Smurfs more than hobbits. So like the way I was envisioning Smurfs is that Papa Smurf only makes $80,000 because you need the extra $40,000 that he puts in a safety net, so he's in charge of the money. All the other Smurfs make $40,000 a year, but they get like clothing, food, everything, and they could do whatever they want. And then of course Smurfette ends up being the only Smurfette. She probably makes like 40,000 times how many? So all the Smurfs would just give her $40,000. But then if like, oops, Brainy Smurf's glasses broke, then she gives the money back to them. So it's completely like a socialist society. And then Papa Smurf kind of stockpiles all the excess cash in case of emergencies. Like, oops, Gargamel and Azrael are invading again, so we got to use these resources to defend. Are Smurfs really 3 apples tall? Oh, hobbits are going to beat up the Smurfs. Hobbits, because hobbits have like stealth elements, and Bilbo has that ring. I don't think the Smurfs... I don't know, Charles. I don't think Smurf could take on a hobbit because... And I forgot, like, I forgot how they always... I forgot how they defeated Gargamel and Azrael, because they don't really do fighting like hobbits, and hobbits are good at aiming, so I think hobbits would easily squash the Smurfs. See, the cult ruins people's personality. So we'll go talk. So we're going to reach the client's house. Oh, good. This is very convenient. I'm glad this is the importance of pre-stream prep, because I really opened up all these Ubi towers and all of these locations, so then it's kind of easy to just fast travel. So I really have to revisit the Smurfs, because first of all, they're not violent, and I don't remember them being good at fighting, but they always somehow manage to defeat Gargamel and Azrael. So I think because you know how they always had that person like hero versus hero, and they kind of do a breakdown, and it's a YouTube, and they actually get a lot of views. So they always say, oh, in a battle between Samus versus Lara Croft, who's going to win? Obviously Samus. So in a battle between Smurfs versus hobbits, I think hobbits, for all those reasons, like hobbits are larger, and they know how to do stealth really well. They're good at aiming, because Bilbo was able to kind of shoot things down with his slinger and shoot birds with slingers. So I feel bad for the Smurfs. Now, the only other thing I could think of is, since they're socialists and they use a lot of their money for defense because they have to against Azrael and Gargamel, they might actually have advanced weaponry, and in which case they probably could beat the hobbits, because the Smurfs are extremely intelligent. Like, oops. Well, see, I keep forgetting that we're supposed to do stealth, so let's run away, and we'll go back. We have to go back. Let's hide. And what I want to do is maybe creep on the other side, possibly. Alright, so I increased my stealth. It's called stealth assassination. You're supposed to be more quiet. So I increased that to level 2. I think with level 3, you have to get your spear level up to 5 to be able to open up level 3 abilities. Okay, I'm going to do this. So let's creep. Oh, that was bad timing. And this obviously you have to be anonymous. You can't just... Oh, I thought I successfully dodged that, but... Skirt! How are you? How you doing? Oh my god, Royal Streamers represent... Now this is... Skirt, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate your support. I love your streams. So Skirt, I think, correct me if you're wrong, you're a main Fortnite player, I think, and you have so much energy. I don't know how you're able to play Fortnite for I think, well, Skirt is essentially, Skirt is an Energizer bunny, so he's able to stream Fortnite 8 hours straight, which I don't know how you do. Oh no, I killed citizens. Now this is Skirt. Do you see how these civilians have a death wish? Like, they're in between these soldiers and possibly the greatest fighter that has ever lived, which is Alexios, and they get in the way. So I just have to go back and we have to do more stealth, and I think it's daytime, so we have to de-aggro, get out of conflict. Yeah, see, we need to be anonymous, which is the issue. We're gonna hide back here. Skirt used to cry in games like H1Z1, PUBG, and Ring of Elysium. Ring of Elysium. Skirt, what is? I'm not familiar with Ring of Elysium. Is that also kind of co-op PV? I mean, not co-op, PVE, PvP as well. How though, Skirt? How? 8+ hours a day? Thank you, Skirt. Thank you. Preach. Because I mean, the problem is, Skirt, is I keep saying that these things are masterpieces, but the reality is the only reason why I'm pointing these things out is because they're good. Like, I don't want to point out, like, a bad mental health book. So, like, The How of Happiness is a masterpiece to help with people who might not be exactly 100% happy, explaining what it means to be happy and how you can be happier. So I totally agree, like, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a masterpiece, and it has everything. The UI is really easy to use. The controls are absolutely brilliant. The story is amazing. You love the characters. Even the side missions are complex. You really care about the characters in the main side missions. The main story is gripping. The naval battles. We saw conquest battles. There's just like so much to do in this game. And I think because of that, because it has like a lot of gameplay stuff, and also the melee combat is so good, Skirt. Like, it's between Dark Souls and Neo, so you have to do the perfect dodges, you have to do the parrying. ROE is Battle Royale. I see. Okay, Ring of Elysium. You need one of those for nightmares. I thought Ezio Auditore was epic and a legend. It is just like Dark Souls, Skirt. And this is my first Assassin's Creed. I'm in love with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is a masterpiece. The whole franchise is a masterpiece. So I want to play Origins. I'm probably going to get, once the DLC comes out, I'll probably get once all 3 DLCs, then I'll probably get the DLC, and that includes the remastered 4K of Assassin's Creed 3 Connor, and also you get Assassin's Creed Liberation. Yes, especially with the parrying. I think Origins has the same combat style as Odyssey, so I'm going to fall in love with Origins. Origins is probably also a masterpiece. I haven't played it yet, though. But this game has all the elements you want in game. It has good characters. It has good controls. It has a good story. And the range mechanics, I like the assassination mechanics as well as the melee are really well done. Okay, so it's nighttime. This bounty hunter. And we have to be anonymous. I want to see if I could do like a headshot. Proteus the Manic. My range isn't... Well, this was BS. My range isn't quite as potent. Now, Skirt, since I'm not good at aiming, what I did was I have full... What do they call it? Full snap-on, so it auto-aims for you. But even so, I miss. That's how bad my range is. So, the reason why I got addicted to this is I did everything practically melee. And near the end, when I had more upper tier levels of assassination, I did a combination of assassination and melee. And then it would just like one shot, as long as I have like 5... If I have 5 minutes to land a shot, I'm good. So what I do is I kind of hide out in the fringes once my range improves, and I just one shot one-hit KO like a Polymark. But at least at the very beginning, I did mostly melee. Yes, Charles is the GOAT. Charles, we have to do Royale streamers again. Final Guitar, hi, Final Guitar Metal, how you doing? I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Now, Final Guitar Metal, are you the same as Final Fan Freak? I'm so confused because everyone in Key's community, they always have the word final in it. So final or full, there's too many F's. So there's Final Fan Freak, there's Final Guitar Metal, there's full metal as well. So then I get confused. There's too many F's. Morning smoke before stream. Oh, you're 45 minutes late? How come, Skirts? How come? I guess it's a Sunday. Oh no. Do you think you can stream? Well, I think the good thing is it's better late than never, I think, Skirt. So I hope you're feeling better and hydrating. Oh, fun. See, I get confused between... Oh my god. So it's like Final Guitar Metal, Final Fan Freak. Then there's Full Metal, right? So Final Guitar Metal, are you equivalent to Full Metal? I'm so confused. Oh, good, you had ginger ale. That's really good. And then hydrate. Because Skirt... If one piece of my hair is out of place, I can't stream. So if you're feeling really awful, I hope your stomach is settled, and you're going to stream for 8 hours. Oh, Charles is so epic. Charles is really epic, Skirt. Like, his music streams perform better than my streams. So let's shout out. Now, Final Guitar Metal, do you... Guitar, do you stream? I think you do. Guitar. Oh, how is FF13 Guitar? Like, some people say it's really bad and some people say it's really good. Oh, and Skirt, let me shout out Sir. And then Charles, did you follow Skirt? Because I believe I shouted out Skirt earlier, I'm not sure. Fortnite streaming, because I think the issue I have with Skirt, well, of course I can't do PvP, but even if I'm brilliant at PvP, I think the issue with Fortnite is that we get buried under like Ninja, and so if I were streaming Fortnite, I would be buried under all of these like streamers, and you have to kind of scroll down like 1,000 channels before Fortnite is hit or miss unless you're really consistent. Yes. Skirt, if you like shooters, I could not do Borderlands 2. Like, I was just too ambitious. If you could do Borderlands 2, I kept getting new viewers because it's such a cult classic, and we don't get buried under these large streamers. Like, the first two streamers might have like 50 to 75, and then the third one might have 30, and then 20, and then I'm usually like the 6th channel with 10. And so Borderlands 2, I got like a lot of people watching my channel. Oh, it's Phoebe. So if you like shooters, I would just do Borderlands 2. Crane? Oh my god, Crane. You almost nearly 100% Fallout 4. Suspect Cactus, how are you? How you doing? Let's shout out Suspect Cactus. Thank you for the bits, Suspect Cactus. And I forgot, Suspect, do you prefer to be called Suspect Cactus or just Cactus? Or let me look through. So, and okay. So, Crane, GG. Oh, Crane is going to get the plat in Fallout 4 very soon. Guitar. Oh, now Guitar. I have to dig out my Final Fantasy 13 and play that, because the only Final Fantasies I played were 7 and 12. So I want to do 10 because I had the remake, and then I'll do 13 and then 15. Oh, Skirt even took Twitch out of your name to avoid randoms coming in. Wow! 600 on PUBG! GG, Skirt. That's awesome. Yes, I think you're right. If you're a part of Reddit, people, and you're known in that community, that's like a really good way of networking. So, Skirt, why not just do PUBG? And Cactus, thank you so much for the bits. Cactus took out Twitch from your name on Fortnite because when you kill someone, they're super. Yes. Yeah, there is. I think by definition, anything that's that competitive, like PvP, there's always going to be saltiness. But Skirt, can you go back in Reddit streamers and kind of manage that under your new Twitch name, Skirt? So then they'll know you as Skirt, and then they'll come in and you could get like the 600 viewers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Skirt, you're doing so well with PUBG with 500, and then like do PUBG, then get your 75 concurrent because you're able to get 500, then get your partnership, and then go back to Fortnite, right? Weeds out the small peas. No, but Skirt, but you could say the same thing as PUBG though. You know what? I had the Reddit account that made it onto the front page for 2 weeks. Skirt, you should go back to your Reddit and reintroduce yourself as Skirt. And continue to manage the PUBG. Then, yeah, I agree. Charles, I agree. PUBG is better for Skirt, especially if you got 600 viewers. And all you really need, Skirt, is the 75 concurrent. So 600 pushes. Oh, let's talk to her before the mercenary. It's so dangerous. Phoebe. Well, I just say good idea, Phoebe, because I don't want to scold her, but oops, that was the wrong choice. Skirt, so you're actually, I think, Skirt, you have a really positive attitude towards streaming, because I'm always fixated on viewership, and getting partner. So Skirt, it sounds like you're actually streaming because you really enjoy it, so you're not really concerned about viewership. You can't hear someone 2 inches from you because it sounds like he's in your backyard. A blackout is like a black light. I never heard of Blackout. So that's another PvP game? Oh my God, Skirt, you have such a mature viewpoint. I can't get to that level though, Skirt, because there's something inside of me, I guess it's my inner Asian, where I feel like, oh, I still need viewers. Though I did let go of the idea of partnership, but still, like, the viewer thing kind of is somewhere in my head floating around. But I think it's really helpful to talk with you, Skirt, and to kind of remind me of why I'm doing this. So that's true, but Skirt, if you're able to get 500, why not just get partnership, just to get the partnership, and then you can do the ads? Oh my God. Wow. Oh, I get it. So Skirt, like streaming? I see. So streaming is kind of a hobby for you, something that you really enjoy, but you're doing professional gaming on the side as your real career? Is that... Let's ask, tell me what he said. Okay, pig farm. Okay, pig farm D, because this is a timed. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. My memory's really bad. Skirt, you have such a, you hit the nail on the head completely. We need to follow Skirt's example and Charles's example, as well as Guitar's example, that we should stream for fun. We should stream for building the community, enjoying a community, enjoying the streaming of video games. And you worked with a company called Womp. Yeah, Guitar, that's a good point. Quality over quantity got me in deep with a lot of streamers and content creators, and how I think that's the whole point, Skirt. So, oh, Charles, that's so true, because I guess I was being a tryhard, and then I was thinking, oh, how could I improve my stream? So I was kind of reading articles about how to be entertaining, but then I was thinking, oh, the way to improve stream is like maybe I have to kind of work on being an effective person. And then I remembered in college I read 7 Habits for Highly Effective People. I literally did all of the exercises, but today it's just too exhausting. I don't think I could do it now, to the point where I actually did my mission statement. So I think what I need, and then I was thinking, where did I put that mission statement? Because I was like really too lazy to find it, and that's how I got into organization. So I'm reading this KonMari method of organizing and tidying, but this is a long way of saying that in order to be really good at something, you have to work on yourself first. You can't have the superficiality of being of improving your entertainment, but without having the character building, if that makes sense. So a lot of effective people, they work on who they are first, and then by working on yourself, you can be more effective and then like a better streamer. Okay, Skirt now runs Seed SC's Discord as your own 40k follower, former CSGO streamer. Skirt, that is true. And the other thing that you could do is, yeah, definitely be yourself, but at the same time, Skirt, as you know, I need to incorporate doing gameplay plus talking at the same time. So that's another thing that you can kind of improve. Yeah, they do. Oh my God, Charles, you're so right. I like that. That's funny. Slap my ankle and call me Charles. I really like that stream title, Skirt. Yeah, Crane, I agree. So I think you guys are helping me pivot to the right attitude, because we did talk about attitude, talking about Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, and the attitude here should be enjoying the process, enjoying community, having fun, because you guys are so awesome. Like, Skirt, I forgot I want to mention to chat that we all must follow and watch Skirt, because I saw you through Royal Streamers, and I was kind of talking to you. I just said, oh, I'm from Royal Streamers, I'm a newbie streamer, and what impressed me about you, Skirt, is that you stopped playing Fortnite altogether. Well, you're a PC Master Race, and then you had your camera focused on you, and you talked to me directly, and you were kind of talking to me about the early days of Twitch compared to now. And during the early days of Twitch, the streamers are focused on the enjoyment and love of streaming, but now the streamers they're losing focus as to the point of streaming, where they're only streaming for numbers. And so Skirt, that really impressed me. So you stopped everything just to kind of talk with me. And a lot of people say, no, you have to do gameplay. You can't invest that much time with a viewer. But you understood that, Skirt, you understand that the most important person in your chat are the viewers. They do. And oh my god, this is like the worst as well, Skirt. So I see a lot of streamers, because I do a lot of networking, and a lot of streamers that I have so much respect for. I mean, I have so much respect. They would say, like, the title is we're playing blah blah blah, and then it would say sub goal 25,000 out of 26,000, and like, don't do that. You're advertising how much you're making. Why are you advertising your sub goals? Never do that, because it's like rubbing your face with other streamers who watch you. Because if they're saying, so I kind of made a parody, Skirt. Like I said, my sub goal is 1.98 million out of 2 million, because it's like, because like, if you're like, because me, I'm kind of struggling streamer, I'm starting out, and I'm not going to mention how many subs I have, but then if I see someone having, like, begging for an extra 1,000 subs, it makes me feel moi. I don't think that's a good way of doing it. You should never beg, because you don't want people to give money because you're begging. You want people to give their money and time to you freely because they want to. But like, what is the fetish? Like, practically every streamer has that. They would say sub. And now I know the fetish is because you want more emotes and you need to get like the 250 subs to open up another emote slot. But what is an emote slot compared to hurting other people's feelings by saying, oh, you know, since I have a million subs and I'm trying to get 2 million subs, you know, I'm trying to get my new Bentley. Like, this chat, can you explain? I don't know if this is a business, like, because I don't have an MBA, but I just think it's kind of, it's like you don't talk to other people about how much you make. Unless like someone asks, like they say, oh, you know what, you know, I'm breaking into your field. What is the average salary if you want to do plumbing? And you say 50,000. Yeah, that makes sense, because you're helping the person to determine what career goals they want. Then yes, discuss salary, but that's because you're a career counselor. And of course, like with my coworkers, I would say, oh, you know, you should work at this company, but bargain at this price. And I would say what the price is, because I'm telling them how to negotiate so they could get paid the most. But they're my colleagues, so I'm trying to help them be able to negotiate so they get the salary that they deserve. But other than that, you don't brag about how many subs. Am I missing the point, chat? Okay, so Charles says people in Twitch are very focused on making money to be their new career. And I think the Twitch hype is like, the dream is, that's kind of a meme, like the dream is to stream. Like, that's the meme. And I think Twitch plays on that philosophy, sucking people into streaming. Crane says he had a friend who streams. He was so bothered about views, complaining he only gets 6. Oh my God, Crane, that's really, yeah, when you're streaming, and let's pivot. When you're streaming and you see, like, let's pretend there's only 1 or 0, you don't complain while you're streaming. You're grateful, because there's 44,000 channels streaming at any single time. That one person chose you. 1 out of 44,000 chances, the probability of their choosing you, it's an honor. And then yes, I think, Crane, the reason why they get salty is because, oh, what about Dead Space? But I had this again, and this is kind of discusses how to deal with dead air, so then you never ever have to beg for people to chat, for people to view, and you don't have the toxicity. See a list and have, yeah, I don't understand. Okay, is it because we don't have MBAs from Wharton that we don't like to write sub goals? Yeah, but don't, you know, I mean, Skirt, let's rehash. Okay, so don't advert on your stream that, oh, I need 2 million sub goals. I'm actually going to make fun of it next stream. I'm going to put like 5 million just to point out the absurdity. But go into your Google Docs under your Excel spreadsheet. This is for your own purposes. Say, okay, my sub goal this month is 5. That's fine, because you're not advertising. And then my donations, I want to make 100 this month. followers. Now, I think if you want to advert like followers and viewers, that's okay because it doesn't have that issue with the money part. Because yeah, everybody needs the 50 followers. I mean, everybody needs the 50 followers for the affiliation. Everybody needs a 75 concurrent viewers. So I think that's okay to advert that. But sub goals, no, I think. Ugh, skirt. But they have to think about that. You have to think about the psychology because it's a turn-off. 19 subs, but it's a turn off. Like, think about it. Think about what you're doing when you're saying that I'm making 2 million subs. I have 2 million subs per month. You're advertising you're making $4 million per month. Oh my god. But just, I know, Crane, it's good to have goals, but put it in your spreadsheet away from people. Hide it. And just say, and just kind of privately say, oh good, I made my sub goal of 2 million. I got my emotes. Now I'm out of breath. Okay, so that's detonate. My boy Schnazzle. Oh wow, Skirt, I'm impressed. You don't even have donations enabled. So that's the other thing I'm like saying, you know, if you're not an affiliate, you could always put like a tip page, which I think is a good idea actually. Charles, I like that. Yes, Charles, but then you have to put in stream elements. You have to put down that article about that woman they're like, oh my god, she's so oppressed. Come to find out, she's in her luxurious penthouse. She's wearing this beautiful red silk dress. It's absolutely gorgeous. She's on her $1,000 Tempur-Pedic foam chair, and she owns her own apartment. She has this amazing setup. She makes $40,000 per stream, and they're like, oh, this is very shady. Yeah, I think you should do that and kind of feature that article. It's absolutely ridiculous. Skirt, you disabled. See, I'm on the like, Skirt, I think if someone wants to give you money, you should accept, to be honest. Yes. Oh, Missy UK dyes. Does she dye her hair? No. Did she dye her hair recently? Oh my god, Charles, but it was like ridiculous. Like, oh my god, a shady, creepy world because these rich men are giving her money. I'm like, I mean, it's shady if they have her in bondage where they're forcing her to stream 24/7. She gets paid only $1 an hour. They get paid all the donations. Then yes, that's really creepy. But she keeps all of that cash. So I don't see what's creepy about UK. How are you? Oh my god. Missy, can you help me? I hate, because like a lot of streamers that I totally respect, they always put sub goal on their stream title, and it's like announcing how much you're making. I don't think you should do that. Unless, I think, Missy UK, you have a business degree. Is that the fetish? So what I do is, like, let's pretend that I have a sub goal. I just put that in my Excel spreadsheet. Because, well, Missy UK, you know I'm like a try-hard. I do have these goals, and I put it in my spreadsheet. No, actually I don't. Like, I don't really care at this point about sub goals, viewers, and numbers, but I'm just saying that if I do, I'm gonna just hide it. Yeah, I think it's good to have those goals, Missy UK, but don't advert. So so if you looked at my past stream titles, I put like sub goal 1.9 million out of 2 million, and that kind of would make other streamers feel jealous and upset because you know they're only like 200 subs. Give me one, send you. Oh shit! See, I knew this was. Oh fuck! Pig farm. Ah, okay. See, this is. I need chat's help because I'm gonna lose. I think it's a loan for the house, but I forgot. Okay, what's the third? I forgot. We're gonna fail. Oh, good. We got that correct. Let's just kill Damalis. Oh, not Damalis. Let's kill that guy who's threatening. So these are clues that are going to push us towards more cult members. Yeah, Missy UK, I think if you have mod only and you talk with your mods and just say, oh, because you know your mods are part of your crew, I think you could say, oh, you know, let's try and get... Like, I want to get 250 sub goals because I want to open up the emote. And if you just talk to your mods and only your mods, I think that's okay. But you don't want to announce it to viewers. Yeah, Schwama goal. You know what you should do, Charles? You should Key. Key, you changed your name. Key, how you doing? Oh my God! So everyone must follow Key. We go way back since 2013 when Twitch was relatively new, and oh my God, Key, like. And I want proof that I don't say everything is a masterpiece. So Key was streaming Toro, and that game was crap. Oh, Kanakasama! How are you? I'm finally able to pronounce your name correctly. It's Kanakasama. Is that right? Oh my God, Toro is so bad. So Key was streaming this, and I was like, okay, it's clearly not AAA, but let's not be too harsh. Like, I'm trying to keep an open mind after reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. But then when I saw the Toro logo and the loading screen of the bullfighter, it's gorgeous artwork. Cut to the character development, he looks like crap. And like, why can't you make because you have amazing artists. Why not make the male character attractive, but there was like no texture, there was like no detail, and they could have made him actually pretty decent. Like, it could be like on the level of Studio Ghibli, where it doesn't really require that many pixels. So you could do like a Studio Ghibli anime look, but it was crap. Key, but then it was like, yeah, the male character is hideous, but then I actually end up getting into it because Key was saying like, oh, we have to do the Veronicas when it's close, and then you have to learn all of these moves. But Key, how is the timing? Is the timing variable? Because it seems like sometimes you are timing things precisely, Key. Because I know your gameplay, you can figure out things immediately. So you're pressing the square when you're supposed to press it every time, and sometimes you fall to the floor and you get gored by the bull, and other times you pull off the Veronica. So to me that's crap, because you need consistency in how the combos work. And Kanakasama, how are you doing? How are you? It's bad, Key. Can you explain, like, okay, because Key really understands games. She understands like hitboxes. Whether I could never tell whether a hitbox is precise or not, unless it's something obvious like Monster Hunter's Plesioth in the 1st through 4th generations. Like Plesioth's hip check. Everybody, even people who don't play Monster Hunter, has heard of that. So like that's an obvious hitbox. But other than that, like, I don't know. I don't know if Turo has that problem where even if you press the Veronica combo, if it reflects precisely each time, or is it variable? Crane, you're playing Monster Hunter World. I'm going to wait until Iceborne to play Monster Hunter World again. It's coming out, they said, fall 2019. And I think he can also comment. So, Mr. UK, I do agree to mention sub only to your mods so that everybody knows what your goals are to get the emotes. And Key, I don't think you announce your sub goals, which is a relief. Because I just find that everybody's jumping on the announcing their sub goal bandwagon without thinking about how, you know, it could be hurtful to other people because they're like, oh, but I only have 2 subs, and she's complaining about not having 250. Funny. So I was like really interested because I wanted to learn how to do the Veronicas, and then you were saying, oh, it's 89 cents. So then I went on the thing, and I'm like, oh my god, Keith, but it's $1.19. Like, for me to get it, I have to pay $1.19 and not 89 cents. But then I forgot if you're PlayStation Plus, you get even more discount. So then it's down to 89 cents, but with tax, it's 95 cents. So for Turo, even 95 cents is too much. Because if you could get Destiny 2 for free as a PlayStation Plus, Turo at 95 cents seems too pricey. and that's just, and Key, the other funniest thing about Turo chat is that there's this part where they're like, your career, and like, well, your career's a bullfighter. That's what this game is all about. Like, the story mode is like becoming a famous bullfighter, but they say career, it's bullfighter. Like, what are the career options, Key? So guitar is here. Oh, yeah, Crane, because they had The Witcher 3 and all the winter, the new winter armors. Wait, Missy! Is that one streamer told me to get on the front page? They had to have it. Yeah, see, I think you could have a sub goal, but put it in your Excel spreadsheet. Don't announce it to your streamers. Like, don't announce it to your viewers, because then they're thinking that they'll feel compelled to sub to you, and you don't want people to feel compelled. You want people to want to give you support. Yeah, I mean, Misty. Yeah, we want to get front page, but just hide it. Just hide it in your lingerie drawer and just say, okay, I want to get 250,000 this month. Like, don't announce. Career's angry button masher.
Announce.
I know, like, Turo at 95 cents with tax, Key, that's way too much. Oh, thank you, Todd. Todd's giving me water because I think my voice had to be visible. Missy, let's do research. Let's do research, because then am I in trouble? Because I made jokes about how my sub goal was like 1.980069 out of 2 million sub goals. Oh yeah, Crane. That's what I love about Monster Hunter. I don't know why I like the gameplay loop of grinding, getting your HR up, and fighting monsters, improving your weapons and armor. Oh, Todd's my BFF. Sarah, how are you? How's it going? I don't think, does everybody know Sarah? Because it's been so long. Sarah has been really, really busy. She's been streaming, I think in the evenings, mostly this war is mine, and she obviously, as you can tell from her name, mostly indies. Imp! Say hi to Imp for me! Guitars and naked me, I'm sorry. Sarah, how are you? Say hi to Imp for me. Todd says hi to chat. Oh, yes. Sarah, I think you have to work on... Sarah, you have so much, because you're working full time, plus you're going to school time. So I think it's good to take time to see what your schedule is. Todd, everyone says hi. Okay, I'll tell him later that everyone says hi. So we're gonna ask, what about the coin purse? Yes. So we're tracking down the monger, who's probably a cult member, of course. Oh my god. So they're probably going to kidnap Damalis so they can attack the Heterae, because her mom is the leader. Okay. Alright, let's see. So I'll mention that he said, "Aw, the toddler." Yeah, so Todd is my BFF of all time and forever. Ooh, skirts. What are you smoking? Now, I'm okay with vapes, but make sure there's no volatile compounds, because those are the ones that cause cancer. So I know that there's some vape companies that purposely and advertise that they don't have any organic volatile compounds, so it's very safe to smoke those. That actually sounds really good. Combination of earth meets Italian herbs. Key, do you like your new channel name? But Key, I always know you had Key Cafe WVMD. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow. Skirt. Yeah, I think it take breaks. Oh no, you're suffering from pain? That Skirt, can you do CBD oil? Because it's not psychoactive, so it doesn't have the addictive quality. But I think what CBD oil is, it's the active compound of marijuana that makes it, that's not psychoactive, and it's not the addictive part, but it's the pure, they singled out that CBD oil is the pure therapeutic part of marijuana. Oh, let's discuss, because I was thinking of getting CBD oil because I'm not able to sleep. I know, but I miss Key Cave. I don't know why. Maybe I just get attached to names, which I shouldn't. I like Key Cave WVMD. I don't know why, but maybe it's because I've known you as Key Cave WVMD since 2013. Come to find out, Key Cave's house actually is better, because the house gives it a sense of community. Because what does WVMD mean? You know what I mean? Well, I know what it means because you discussed it, but a lot of people would say, "Oh, what's WVMD?" So I think you're right. Key Cave's house is I think it's a very warm, inviting name. Oh no, Skirt, that's awful. Benign, I hope. Benign? Oh, Skirt, you're not going to get your appendix removed? Is it inflamed? Because, you don't want it to burst and then... Because your appendix bursts, it's like systemic infection and then death. Literally, once you get systemic infection, it's literally death. I mean, appendix, you just go to a good surgery, and actually surgeons, even within their residency, after 4 years, taking appendix is actually really easy for them. Bravestar, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How are you? It's so nice to see you here. So Bravestar is, now I keep forgetting, Bravestar, do you stream? Because if you do, we should shout you out as well. And Bravestar is such a wonderful person. He supports... I met Bravestar in Redmod's community. We're actually Redmod's community is very tight-knit, so I met a lot of wonderful people. What am I doing? Let's run away, and then we'll have to do stealths. Yeah, very so because we watch Mod. So Mod's community is absolutely wonderful. Lazy Bones, Zabio, Hafa Custodio, Midnight Blue. There's so many. Miss Dina. Who else? There's so I'm missing a lot of people. Miklos, Cesar, and Holtz, Kezed. So there's so many people in Red Mod's community. So I'm and Bravestar, I think you do stream because you stream Neo. No, Bravestar's like a resident Neo expert, right? Neo. Yes! Bravestar is the expert in Neo. So if you want to see really amazing gameplay, you must watch Mod's community because like I don't really do gameplay, but Mod's community they're all like huge Neo Souls fans. Yay! Ace! Oh my god, how do you like Odyssey? I love this game so much. Yeah, Charles has been using CBD oil and it's helping for your pain as well. Oh good, you did get it. Oh, I'm relieved. Okay, thank God. Oh my god, Skirt, that was really close. What had one right before your surgery asking you if you knew what seizures, but Skirt, why would he ask you what a seizure is? And I think the thing is you have to find the right doctor because there's some like you always hear horrifying stories about doctors, but once you find a good doctor, then you stick with that doctor. And I'm glad you got that fixed because I was like, now I'm worried. Oh my goodness, what if Skirt is playing Fortnite and his appendix bursts, and then okay. Yeah, Skirt, that is like really condescending. Like, why would he ask you about seizures? That's like really condescending. And Skirt, I heard Charles, you said Cheshire Cats oil is probably the best when you did research because they actually have a really good. So apparently CBD oil, which I was kind of interested in, it's a therapeutic part of marijuana. It's not psychoactive, so it's not addictive, and it's supposed to help with inflammation. And I'm like the textbook definition of inflammation, like I have Graves' disease and all the inflammation that's under the sun. And so it's supposed to help with inflammation. It helps you to sleep well. I have an article which I did post in my Discord about it in my health channel. Bravestar, you got to level 51. GG. Now, getting up to level 50 was really easy, but going from 50 to 51 is like a lot. Like, it's really hard to get above 50. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. And Bravestar, you can kind of comment. I don't know if I'm talking out my head, but I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey is like it's kind of like a cross between Dark Souls and Neo in terms of the melee. And I think even though I'm bad at range, like range is very satisfying, especially when you do a devastating shot and you can actually one shot a polemarch, like one of the elite enemies. Skirt, you need something for your nightmares lately, but other than that you just have normal health issues, so that's good. So I think CBD oil is supposed to help with dreams. Oh, well, Skirt, no, they did the right thing. You do need hardcore pain relievers after something serious like I mean, did you get like, unless you get a lap procedure for your appendix, but if it's like if it's a full appendectomy, you need to actually decrease the pain, otherwise it's harder to heal. Yeah, Charlotte's Web. And I think Charles, definitely sublingual is the best way to go. So getting the oil is better than the capsules, because if sublingual, it bypasses your digestive system. So you get more active compounds using the oil. And I think, Charles, you said that the CBD oil actually tastes good, because the way you described it, I'm like, oh wow, that tastes really good. Oh, Charlotte's. Yeah, that's true. I thought it was Cheshire Cat. I thought it was Cheshire Cat, but Charlotte's Web. So Brave Star, I'm a psychiatrist, so that's why we like to talk about mental health issues. And as a psychiatrist, I've forgotten a lot of medical stuff because, if you don't use it, you lose it. And of course, like right now, I think appendix, everyone does lap procedures. Nobody does like the full surgery. Oh, skirt, it says it tastes really bad? Really? But if it tastes like... Oh. We're going to do stealth, I think. The good tasting stuff is usually the worst. Really? Ooh. It made you sick? But skirt, with your tumors, is it benign or... Was it benign or was it malignant? Oh my god! Charles, that's like really good. I think Charlotte's Web is like really pure, isn't it? From what you're telling me? Oh good, they were benign. So you feel like after using the CBD oil that the tumors kind of shrunk and then you're not having as much headaches? So they're supposed to help with, a lot of pain is inflammation. So if you could reduce the inflammation, that will help with pain. Oh my god, that's awful. But Skirt, how are you able to stream for 8 hours with that pain? Because like, if I have even like, if I don't have my coffee, like I'm a basket case when I'm streaming, that's how wimpy I am. Maybe Skirt, you can try Charlotte's Web, like maybe a different form. See how the citizens get in the way, and that's going to increase my bounty meter. Now, Key, with the reason why I like the idea of Charlotte's, see, they're always in my way. Now I have to kill all of them, which is kind of bad, but I was like really vicious. Okay, 8 is your real... That's really bad, though, 8. Now, Key, the good thing about Charlotte's Web is, like, you could always return it, and I think they also pay shipping and handling when you return. And, Charles, can you link the Charlotte's Web, if you don't mind? Did we do something wrong? Okay, now we nuked everyone here, which is not ideal, because what's our bounty heat meter is... It's 2, but that's alright. Oh, that's really scary, Brave Star. And Brave Star, I apologize. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? I think it is Brave Star, right? I just want to make sure I pronounced it correctly. And I'm glad you recovered from the Bell's palsy. That is like really, really, really scary. I'm really sorry about that, Skirt. And I thought medical marijuana has been approved in a lot of states. I know. Guitar, they're so aggressive. They all have death wishes. Like, what part of Alexios being nearly a demigod do you not understand? It's like, I'm not going to go into, like, a gun shooting and start they just make no sense. Oh, you know what? I think you have to... Hafa, how are you? Oh, Hafa, we need to shout you out real quickly. So we alerted the bounties, the mercenaries. It's approved here to have first med within 15 minutes. Wow, Bravestar, you made Red Mod? And that is so awesome. You're so lucky, Bravestar. And I'm glad you're able to meet Red Mod in real life and that you got over your Bell's palsy. See, I think that's what I think the only thing that I would like about having an enormous sub goal is because what I would like is to be able to send you guys out here and then we can all party together. Like, that's what I would like to do with my Twitch money. Come to find out, I'm not really making any money with Twitch. It's right now, I don't think it, I think Twitch as a career, it's not viable. Like, you really have to have like so many subs just to have it as a career. It's so difficult. And Hoffa, how you doing? Now, I'm confused. We are supposed to do some search, but as you heard that foghorn, one of the mercenaries is after me, so we have to quickly investigate. Let's just steal this. Okay, so the good thing is we actually cleared out this objective, so we got more experience. Alexios, it's exactly what you think it is. So, Monger's really creepy. Oh my god. Ugh, this guy's... Let's kill this fucking civilian. Yeah, we have to kill this guy. Like, he's... Like, who threatens a kid like that? Yeah, the Monger, we know what he's into. Ugh. So, chat. Clearly the Monger does not use safe words. This is so satisfying to kill. I love how these characters, they're really well delineated, so you really want to kill them. And I think that's what you need. Oh my god, this one. Oh, people... Wait, okay, so you cannot... Yeah, exactly. You really can't. You really have to... You can't quit your day job, Skirt. You're right. Oh, Charles, that's smart. So viewers need to... Yeah, and actually get... I mean... I don't know why people... Well, the bits... Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you donate directly, you actually... It's kind of like the Twitch donation. Like, they're giving 10% of the bits to the charity. But then, actually, you can give more money. You could give, like... Because to give $10 to that charity, you have to buy, like, 1,000 bits. Which is going to cost like $2,000 or some ridiculous. Whereas you could just give $20 and actually actually saves money. Not only does it save you money, but it actually gives the organization more money in the end. Yeah, I think Skirt, like, I had to look into this, and I know this is not the right thing to say, but it seems like Twitch is kind of a pyramid scheme, and if you read the Wikipedia, it does follow that kind of economic structure, and that's why Twitch makes so much money. We need the stats. And I think that's why Twitch really pushes you to get so many subs as opposed to getting pure donations, to get partnership and to get the more emotes. Yeah, Skirt, exactly. So if you get 500 subs, you're like, oh, that's good. Come to find out, you only get like 50% of it. Okay, Sledge gets huge donations and sub gifts and subs. Ooh. I'm not even focused on this. And the problem with having all of these bounty hunters is that they actually multiply. So once I get rid of Proteus, there's going to be like another bounty hunter in the way, and it just keeps going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run away, and then we go back to the objective. Well, that's true, Brave Stuff. Twitch is a business, and I really appreciate they're giving us a platform to meet other people, so I really appreciate that. But the business model is kind of pyramid scheme-ish, and I'm going to do more research to kind of see if that's the case or not. Oh, Skirt, he does art full-time on Twitch, and Oh, Alf! How are you? Alf, how you doing? Exactly. I mean, because Jeff Bezos is a genius business mind. So of course they're pushing bits, and now they're saying, oh, in order to open up the emotes is to get the subs, because that's how they get all of their money is through subs and bits. Because with the bits, it's like a 40% markup. So they're clearly making so much money. Oh, Dr. Alf, thank you so much for the bits charity. I really appreciate that. You're so sweet, Alf. But 50 to a normal huge... Yeah, it's a shame, Skirt. But Jeff Bezos is a brilliant genius mastermind businessman, so he kind of knows the psychology of throwing bits and subs. Aw, Phoebe's college, but you helped us though. We're not going to say don't do it again. Of course we forgive Phoebe. Ugh. It's actually more of a torture chamber because he doesn't use safe words. He just like tortures people. And I think he wanted to torture Demelis. So let's talk to... I thought Demelis was our love interest. Oh, wow. Dr. Alf, that's so generous. You gifted over 50 subs? See, that's why, Dr. Alf, you're not getting anything, though, technically, because Twitch gets all the money. No, you don't. Key, I don't think you get anything, really. All the women's game are love interest. I thought she was, though. I think we did this quest wrong. Because she looks exactly like the type of woman who's going to be our love interest. But I think I messed up this mission, I think. Oh, you get a gift box badge if you don't do it anonymously, which you prefer to do. But then the gift... Okay, I want to continue the storyline, actually. Did we finally finish out this chapter, everybody, or are we still working through? Okay, now the next step... You know what? Maybe we could finish this, because chapter 5 is really long, because it's where you have to get information from 3 lines of information: the Croesus, Anthusa, and Hippocrates. So that's why this chapter is really long, but I like how it fleshed out all of the characters. Elf, that's so true. Love interest is talked to. So now we know how creepy the monger is. So he's going to be really he's going to be really fun to kill, because what the monger is, he's BDSM gone wrong. And the next time I'm going to stream, depending, my Wednesdays and Fridays are variable depending on whether my friend needs the IV hydration. But the good thing is I am in Discord a lot, so we can always talk in Discord. And I see everybody here, except for Dr. Alf. I don't think you stream, but practically everyone here is a streamer, so we'll see each other in each other's streams. That's what I love about networking, is that you always see your friend every time when you watch your friends. Oh snap! Klavitz is streaming. So I'm gonna actually send. We're probably gonna. Well, I think he got his affiliation, so we'll host. And so if we host, the reason why we host is because we want to push his channel up in a Darksiders 3 channel page, and hosts and raids don't count for numbers for people who are going from affiliation to partnership. Take it easy, Guitar. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. So let's go to Klavitz. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on his page, and I'm going to warn him that we're going to be. Oh. He's not live anymore. That always happens. Okay, so let's. I think I was on the wrong page, so refreshing. Now, does everyone know Bilbo Swaggins 80? I always call him Bilbo Swaggins 79, so it's hard to say Bilbo Swaggins 80, so I'm going to just warn him that we're going to be raiding. So I'm going to just type at Bilbo. Will be, and he has affiliation, so we also want. Now the reason why we host is because numbers don't count, but it does push him up the leaderboards in terms of streaming channels. And then when you host, it automatically sends everyone over really, really quickly, whereas raid, there's like lag. So we he is Bilbo Shaggins. We'll be hosting soon. Okay, then what I do is I copy this. No, we don't have to do that now. So I'll see you guys. So we're gonna talk. Yeah, there is a lot of science of like which game you should play, which one would have you pushed up the front of the page. There's like a lot of tactics, and so you host and raid depending on the person's affiliations, partner status. So we're gonna host Bilbo, and then. Okay, Bilbo Swaggins 80. And as we host Bilbo Swaggins, I'll be plus or minus Wednesday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Friday 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you so much for everybody for being here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I can't believe Christmas is coming up soon, so happy holidays, and I'll see you all guys soon, okay? Bye-bye.